Hi everyone, this is Frankie and welcome to my vlog. And we're going to talk about political dynasty here in the Philippines. Is political dynasty a threat to democracy? Yes? No? So before that, what is a political dynasty? So let's define what political dynasty is. So a political dynasty pertains to circumstances in which members of the same family are being elected or occupying a government position, either continuously in the same office or across different positions, still within the government, which leads to political power being held in the hands of a single family or clan. So it might be parents and children, siblings, or even distant relatives, which only take turns who may hold a position or even holding positions at the same time. So in the Philippines, there are a lot of political dynasties, which includes the Marcoses, the Dutertes, the Aquinos, Pacapagal Arroyo, the Villars, and etc. So according to PCIJ, Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, that the district seats in the House of Representatives are actually occupied by 80% of members who are part of political dynasties. Imagine the percentage, and from the past years even until now, political dynasties still have a big impact when it comes to Philippine elections. So it is a major factor because political dynasties already maintain a political base by generation and they already sustain influence in this political game. So hence the question is that a political dynasty a threat to democracy? When the power is centered on a certain family, it undermines democratic principles of fair competition, equal opportunity, and accountability. And it weakens the system of checks and balances because as family members being in different branches in the government, it leads to a tendency not to hold each other accountable. So the bigger risk is that it also leads to corruption and abuse of power. So the saddest thing also, it also worsened the nepotism system in the Philippines, where these family members may consider personal or family relatedness for positions, merits, or award over qualifications, skills, and achievements of an individual who actually has potential. It often leads to making sure that certain positions are being passed or inherited within the family, friends, connections, regardless of a person's competence. So, whereas when it comes to elections, these political dynasties mostly prevent fairness or equal opportunity for emerging new leaders to allow them to serve the public. Because the name, recognition, and the public familiarity is being maintained, and it is an obstacle for new leaders, which, despite their potential, credential, and capability, political dynasties just won't open a door for them. So the question is there a law against political dynasties? Well, according to the Article 2 of our 1987 Philippine Constitution, Section 26, that the state shall guarantee equal access to opportunities for the public service, and it prohibits political dynasties as may be defined by law. So there's actually a provision for this. However, the problem of this provision, as provided, the political dynasties must be defined by law. Yet until now, there is still no law on what constitutes a political dynasty. Although there were attempts to file a bill regarding Section 26, like Senator Teofisto Gingona Jr., he authored the Senate Bill number 82 way back in 1987. Yes, that also talks to prohibits establishment of political dynasties. Then there's also Ping Lacson with the Senate Bill number 1765 for anti-political dynasty. But obviously, not any single of the bills has been enacted. It still remains in initial reading or pending in committee. We can see that in the past decades, political dynasties have attempted to be addressed. However, up until now, no single anti-political dynasty bill has been approved. Is it because many will be affected? Is it to maintain political interests? Is it to make politics an inheritance? Maybe not, maybe yes. But what we can best do is to practice political awareness. We need to do fact checking. We need to know who is running for a certain political position, what their policy or platforms are. Most importantly, we need to completely implement political education and push for reforms. Because, and we hope that there will be finally a law that constitutes a political dynasty because we hope to stop the political dynasties, and this is to protect our democracy because politics and government should not be about names, bloodlines, or inheritance. It should be about honest public service and the pursuit for the common good. As long as there is no law prohibiting political dynasties, the threat to democratic process remains. In the end, the hope for a real change is in the hands of a true leader who prioritizes people above self-interest, and only then can true democracy be realized. And that's it. Thank you for watching.